And here we are, right where we left off. Full of happiness, high fives, and giggles. On Halloween! Happy Halloween! What did we just do? I think we just got... Oh yeah, we went down in the crypt, came back up. How do we have this buff? Zealous Focus.
Coming along well, is it? It can be dangerous down there. So I read.
We killed everything.
I never
Or re-killed
went
everything.
yet. But I will after I die.
I think 50% off is fine the day after Halloween. I don't want to wait till the 70% off, because then all the good ones are gone. Did you know that Aesir had become a Death Guard?
Had heard, but knew no. Is it true? Aesir is a death guard.
I just said that.
So, under the right duress, it can be done.
You want to become a Death Guard? That's why you're preparing a ritual to kill yourself?
Yes, the fate that awaits me. Then I will walk within the catacombs beneath the temple. Finally, I'll be one of Bereth's chosen, blessed for always.
It's an ambitious plan, I'll give you that. Slanting you a feeble smile, the priest checks the remainder of a nearby hourglass. Then he uncorks his goat-skin flask and chokes down a deep swig.
We will speak again. After my acolyte has gouged my heart from my chest. The cutting and the chants will work.
Head tipped back, he closes his eyes as if he can hear the chanting already.
You'll see. All right. I will address your inquiries.
I mean, that's
best
just...
as I can.
I can't
So
tell if that's
ask.
creepy or not. That's pretty creepy. I acquired the stone tablets containing the eulogy.
Give them here.
The priest's arms quiver with the weight of the stone-carved tablets. As he sets them down, his hands scan the grooved words. So we gave him all that and the key to the place.
Truly, you are Bereth's champion. Yet you will not die soon. There is work ahead for you. I set these aside for you. Old keepsakes from another time.
Well-traveled plus diplomacy survival. Moves faster. Increases with survival speed and +5 reflex. We're finally getting cloaks that give us something. What is this? Is this a ring or a belt? I can't really tell. But 15% of crits converted to hits, that's pretty good. +2 cons, amazing too. Apart from holding up one's trousers, it's a belt. Belts are much favored by enchanters, for the material portion is easily crafted, typically light in weight, and requires few adjustments to those pieces of armor, which contribute in more direct ways to protection. We're going to give that to us, probably. Especially what happened last time.
Bereth holds you close, perhaps in helping you.
I like that quest experience. I mean, that's perfect. Cool. What belt am I wearing right now? That's a ring belt. 2 athletics. That's a much better choice. My cloak I'm wearing. That's the Magnificent Escape. That's the once per encounter to basically dash to safety. Also really good. But this is a really good one too. +1 diplomacy and survival, plus reflex. Dang. Well, let's just see who does not have a good cloak. You don't even have a cloak? Really? Bro. Have some survival and reflex. You had a cloak. You had a cloak. With some great defense on it. And you don't have a cloak. Well, I don't have another magical cloak, so you don't get one.
What did you...
You just now saw that? We've been in here several times, Maya.
Excuse me.
Get with it. Get with it. Okay, cool. So that's it. That's a whole... That 10k is probably because that was the end of that quest line completely. That's fine. I think we were turning in quests throughout Nekataka. I think the next one is... We'll just go to the next area, because I think we went everywhere here. Yeah. I don't know where else we would need to... we need to go to the top part. I know, like, where the queen is, or whatever. Oh, you like my hat? I like my hat too. Have we gone here? What would we have to do here? Bathhouse, Archimedes Manor. I know I have to go to the Serpent's Crown, so let's go there first. It's a haunted toast with cute faces on them. Oh, that's just simple and awesome to do on Halloween. I agree. I agree. What sucks is tonight I won't be giving out any candies because I don't have any, and I'll be streaming, so there's that. Yeah, let's go to the Kanga Palace. Can you put that in Discord, Kara, so I can look at it later? Please. Pretty please. Thank you. Especially with a full screen game like this, it's hard to tab over and actually be able to click on the chat to see it. Okay.
My brothers and sisters have set sail for Nekataka.
I thought the tribes needed them to calm the weather.
A greater storm surrounds this place. We must answer the call of the Kahanga. If the outsiders do not trample us first.
By the great eel, does Barati.
A sizable Amawa tilts his head up and looks down his nose at you, flaring his nostrils with hungry interest. Rude?
You are a man who sits across a fire with death. Akira?
The Paladin Knight and I are on familiar terms. He nods, clasping his hands in quiet delight.
For glutting mighty Tangaloa.
Oh, he had more bounties?
Into their next life. Barati can offer payment. Coins for feeding hungry gods. Akira?
Akira.
Rewarding those who appease the great eel.
The great eel.
This is Barati's cause. May the beasts of the dreaming lands never know famine.
Okay, Barati inclines his head and touches his brow, holding the pose with deep reverence. What bounties do you have available?
Tangaloa rolls a hungry eye toward Dichila, a Valian captain who scouts for luminous Adra in sacred lands.
Squeezes his knuckles until they're bone white. A Valian captain who scouts for luminous Adra in sacred lands. Yeah, I'll kill him. Why not?
Akira. Tangaloa knew it would be so. Dichila sails her Voyager Alisio around the waters south of Nekataka.
Okay.
The great eel hungers for her soul.
Got it. Weird person who gives me bounties to get quests, experience, and whatnot. I don't even think we've been up here.
Speak this way, my love.
That's a weird thing to say. Also, Kara, where do I get that, the game? The new Undertale one. Was it Deltarune? Whose room am I in? Did you see? Just let me in the Queen's chambers just because? Okay. I don't mind going into Queen's chambers for no reason.
I am just
Appreciate that,
good.
Kara. You're good. You're awesome. Dust. Applies poison on the next weapon attack. This effect clears on weapon switch. +5 armor rating. That's pretty good. For how long? Does that just last? It might just probably last for like a fight. But that's really good. Just quick 5 armor rating. Ooh, a fine rod. I think we're already up to exceptional though. Hidden things? Yeah, I wanted hidden things. Hey, major healing. And a res. Cool. Yeah, having an Arcana person is pretty good. Especially for finding these kind of great scrolls. Good job. Good job guarding. Nobody went in there when I was there. Good work. Good. You got it. Like, it's so new, Kara. Even Twitch doesn't have it as a its own game. People were streaming it under Undertale. Which makes sense, but, I mean, come on. You'd think they'd have it just, like, sitting there waiting to, like, activate it. You're a named person. You meet a tall, brown-haired man dressed in full plate mail. That might not normally catch your eye, but his mail is unusual, colored a deep green and emblazoned with the image of a golden tree. Hand on the pommel of his sword, he watches the crowd go by with keen eyes, relaxed yet fully alert. He narrows his eyes when he spots you.
What do you need of me?
He looks at you warily, as if he's deciding whether you are a snake that might bite.
Well?
Tell me about yourself. His initially hesitant, unsure of your intent. He is. Eyes narrowed, he sizes you up, then nods. Interesting armor you have there.
I suppose it is. Are you familiar with the shield bearers of St. Elka? We are a paladin order.
Nod.
Word of our order travels far then. Good.
Clears his throat dramatically.
I am the son of a disgraced noble family. My father and brothers were executed for treason when I was a boy. Rightfully so, I must add. And my mother, sister, and I were thrown out on the street. All we had to our names was a trunk full of heirlooms. One of them was this suit of armor, which belonged to my eldest brother. Now I endeavor to live up to its promise and redeem my family's honor.
How noble of you, person paladin.
That's the long and short of it, really.
Oh, okay. Can you teach me what you've learned about the shield bearers?
Well, you would need to become a shield bearer yourself to really learn it all. But I suppose I can teach you a thing or two as we stand here. The privilege will run you 3,000 copper, however.
We can just get a stat increase for paying money?
As you like.
That's kind of cool. Do I, like, will that lock me out of other things? I'm worried that that'll lock me out of not being able to do other things, and those are not my primary stats I'm trying to increase. So I'm gonna hold off on that. Is the queen here? She's not. Hey, Prince.
Akira, but I hear whispers that you visited the Hazanui's Adra lighthouse and survived.
Oh, yeah.
Too much has happened for you to waste words with the royal brother. From now on, you work with Onikaza as an honored guest of her rooftop garden.
Ooh.
Only, be kind to her cats.
Oh, you don't... Yeah, we will. Don't you worry. Had some questions?
If you have questions, the royal brother will hear you.
I want to discuss the black market and the gullet.
My sister keeps a tight grip on Nekataka, but the filth of it drips down her palm and into the gullet.
He opens his hand for emphasis and wipes it across his shoulder.
You have some knowledge of Nekataka already. They say you have explored the city beneath the city. Under our noses, I say, do foreigners smuggle contraband and pay the Rapau for their silence? How do they avoid the inspectors? Who is responsible? This cannot have gone unseen by all.
Will the Prince be smuggling cargo via the Undercroft?
Undercroft, a darker, more fetid layer of Nekataka, I say.
He cradles his chin in his palm, looking off into the distance.
Onikaza and I are the mind and heart of the city, but the bowels, these we cannot reach. At least Delver's Row is a stable target. The Crown has time to decide the next steps.
Oh, wow. Ooh, these are all great. Like, really telling. Oh my gosh, what do we want to say? Because we could find out what the prince's plan is. Do we think Delver's Row should remain untouched? I don't know if I want to tell him the water shapers. Let's do one. What do you plan on doing?
I learned in the arena never to underestimate an advantage. For now, it is enough that I know where they bring in goods.
I mean, most of the goods they're bringing in are to help feed the people you can't feed. For what's work, I think Devil's Row should remain untouched.
What say? You hit upon my curiosity. Speak on.
Huh. Well, we only need 3 diplomacy for that. We'd say the Reparu are barely in control of their lives as it is. Don't take this away from them.
You are quick to come to their defense, but the Reparu must recall their place in society.
And how's that working for you? Sighing, the prince weighs your words.
If the black market will expend its resources toward the Reparu, then I say they have bought an easy truce.
Yes. So that's like a necessary evil, basically.
Delver's Row is safe. For now.
Aruhi glances toward the entrance doubtfully, but shrugs in spite of himself.
Be sure that I do not regret this.
And we can't even exit out of this. We have to tell him that the water shapers are helping the pirates.
I had my suspicions, but I had no wish to see them confirmed.
Winces and looks away.
When it comes to the dignity of the guild, the crown can compromise nothing. Onikaza will see their leadership disciplined, I say.
Our streetwise sucks. I'm gonna say nothing.
Onikaza and I both expect more from the guild, I say. She will not be pleased.
Money! And reputation gains. Nice. Postponing Ultra Spare Girls in favor of the new Undertale, Deltarune?
But at least you returned to me in one piece.
That's a good one.
You are not the first agent I sent to the gullet, but you are the first to return.
I completely agree with that, Carrie. You need to play the game, find out the characters that are amazing, and then immediately say you can make the pixel art of them. Jump on it. Jump on it. I was thinking about downloading it and playing it today, but it was already pretty saturated. There's less people playing this game. And so we get more views, people just coming through to look at it, the channel this way.
I say I would feel safe anywhere with Rauatai's sharpest weapon in my arsenal.
Inclines his head to Maya.
If you're trying to flatter me, stop taking notes from my brother the poet.
I cannot say that I desire to send you to worse places than the gullet, but...
Trails off and scratches the back of his head. I like Onikaza. She was pretty cool. Speak on, I'd like to make a good impression.
Ikira, I like a man who works for his prize. Does the name Ukaizo mean anything to you?
Well, yeah. Wait. Okay, so I need to start thinking what I personally, my character needs to do, because I know we have history. I know we do. It's an old mosaic beneath the city depicted an old mosaic depicted that place.
Ikira, then the city's bowel hides more than I credit. Ukaizo was the home of the Huana before cataclysm and destruction wiped the island from the Deadfire. That is the story.
Sky, happy hump day, happy Halloween. How you doing? Do you want to... I don't remember what your SR is, but I was going to... When we switch over to Overwatch, do you want to team up?
Story or no, I make no secret
Get our
that we search for
placements done?
Ukaizo. I do not share this lightly, I say.
He glances at Maya, his attention lingering.
Please, speak on. If it looks like I'm taking notes, it's because I am.
That's good.
Should I leave this in the hands of someone I trust instead?
Haruhi turns to you with a look of warning. You can get on with it. You can trust me.
Kira, I should hope so.
He keeps his gaze firmly fixed on Maya. He is the first to break eye contact and refocuses on you.
Our tribes are spread across many isles, but it is Ukaizo which binds us. Ukaizo, and the knowledge that we must return.
It's really up to you, Sky. You don't have to. I was just trying to see how many people... Because a lot of my viewers are from Overwatch, but a lot of my older chats that's in here like almost every day are for other games. So it really depends on if you feel like doing your placements now or not.
To that end, a local cartographer secured a lead. A breadcrumb to a breadcrumb, I say. I sent an expedition to Matario Kozi, one of the Sanctuary Isles. They were to retrieve evidence of our lost homeland. They have yet to return.
Sanctuary Isles?
They were sites where our ancestors grouped in terms of crisis. Constants in changing seas. You have the cartographer a temple to thank. He wanders the western shrine if you would know more.
Makes a dismissive wave toward the door. How has the island remained hidden all this time?
A question for those with years to gather reeds and scribe their thoughts.
Oh, so you don't even care.
It might be that someone or something on the island does not wish to be found.
Ooh.
In better times than these, I would have been happy to oblige.
What makes you think that the Motore Kozi contains evidence of Okaizo?
The Sanctuary Isles give comfort and guidance to sailors on the long journey home. I am hoping the island can remember its purpose and return us to the home we lost.
Should I expect any resistance?
The trading companies would not have thought to look for Matario Kozi, but now they are vultures to carrion. I do not doubt that our rivals race for the same thing, all while we fall behind. Ikira, then you are ready to depart?
Trust you relay my helpfulness to the queen?
Naturally, I say. My sister remembers her friends. I remember her enemies.
It's good.
Before you go.
Lowers his tone and glances to his left and right.
That did seem like too nice a way to end it.
The expedition. I have reason to believe they will not be returning to Nekataka.
Go on.
We found this at the palace doorstep, cut from the robe of the expedition leader.
He reaches into his pocket and draws forth a wad of red-stained bark cloth.
One mystery heaped on another, I say.
He drags his thumb over the cloth and frowns to himself. Let me see that. I might be able to learn something from it. Nodding, he relinquishes the scrap. A fragment of essence clings to the fabric like a thread woven too tightly to be unraveled. Trees tower above you, and ropey vines stretch like tentacles across a marshy ruin. It takes all your strength to trudge through the hip-deep water. You glance over your shoulder, but the women and men of your company aren't there. Then a shape moves off in the distance. You draw your weapon, feeling now more alone than ever. The vision departs, leaving you with a deep pit in your stomach and the phantom sensation that nothing has gone as it should have. The prince regards you expectantly. Now, does this mean we had to have... Oh, because we are a druid. That's the first time we get to use a druid! Yes! And that actually gives me a lot of insight when we're fighting ships. And we'll see, like, us up here and them up here. I see that little twig under us and a different symbol under there, so that actually help us know what the class of the people are. Nature is restless on this island, but I can guess nothing more.
I suspected this, as you say. Take care if you alight on Matario Kozi. My fear is that the island is sanctuary no more. Prepare yourself for a hard voyage northeast of Nekataka.
Okay.
Matario Kozi is nestled in the Kua Rokuhu Islands, in the midst of a landmass that resembles a storm, like the fall of Ukaizo locked in time.
Cool.
Don't mind me as I take down those coordinates.
Hold on, this is Skullduggery Urk. Shodi runs her tongue over her teeth. That's fine. Let's actually look at our quest log. We have a bounty. I think we just picked that up. Travel to the ruins. That's the one we just literally picked up. Symbols of death. Well, when we leave again, let's actually go to Dunnage. This was like one of the first quests we got. We finally have it out of being skulls. Kill Bakari, take her ship's triumph. Oh yeah, that's the Hawana captain. I don't know why I want to... Maybe it's an evil captain. We don't know. Glimpse Beyond. Return to Dr. Castle. Queen's Birth. Sure. So we'll go to Queen's Birth before we leave. This is where the god was like, don't come back here or I'll kill you. So I don't know why they want to keep doing it. Luminous Audra at Port Pokokara? Okay. Another bounty we can do. Civilian Captain. That's fine. Storms. Another Pokokaharu. Okay. Oh, you don't feel like Ultra Despair Girls? That's okay. It was a... I'm glad we played it. That's what I'll say. Hold on. Go to the palace at Serpent's Crown. I should present myself at the royal palace in Nekataka to give an outcounting of what happened to Sango. We're right here, so we need to just not talk. We need to talk to the right person. The missive somewhere else. Return Burn to Hasango. Really? After Burn's ordeal, Adair feels that the most appropriate thing to do for him at this point would be to take him back to Hasango. Okay. Oh, we never did the investigating. That's 2 things in Queen's Birth. We'll do that. Question Undine at the Loomis bathhouse. Ooh. Okay. I think we need Seraphine in our party for that. Painted Mask. Locke told me about the Laden Key Cabal, known as the Painted Masks. Doesn't really tell me where to go for it, though. And we cannot do that. More bounties. Okay. So we need to find somebody in here to present our case to?
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found... If you have questions, the royal brother will hear you.
Okay, no. It's not him. So who are we supposed to report to? Is it you? The sun-scarred Huana glances up from the rumpled sheet of parchment in his hands and regards you with unease.
A Tepu, drawer of maps. I have nothing to sell unless you are needing something else.
Clears his throat and rolls up the parchment with a quick spin of his palms. You're the cartographer who discovered this place we're going to, right?
What I discovered remains to be seen. The Sanctuary Isles were thought to be lost beneath the waves. If I stumbled upon one, I can think of worse finds to credit my name.
How did you make the discovery?
I was surveying the waters around an atoll when a storm dragged my ship off course. The waters were unknown to me. When a green fleck appeared in my spyglass, I unfurled my sail. The shore twisted around itself, confusing even this old navigator until I found myself at the center.
Cool.
I did not make it far up the beach before I spotted signs of habitation. Marking my coordinates and orienting myself by the evening sky, I made for Nekataka to tell the crown of my findings.
Tell me about it.
Our ancestors marked off specific islands across Deadfire as rallying points in case a great misfortune split up the tribes. Even they could not have guessed how important the isles would become. Some thousands of years ago, volcanoes, storms, and quakes shook the archipelago. Any one of those do happen, but never with such ferocity or all at once. The Huana survived by taking shelter on the Sanctuary Isles to save our society, and not just any one tribe. Since those days, we have not found any of the old Sanctuary Isles. Ngati took some beneath the waves, taking whole tribes with her. Others were lost to time and forgetfulness. I am told that the Wahaki are protective toward the Isles, but that is their business.
If I was venturing to the island, what might I find?
Death.
Oh.
I did not mean to frighten you. These islands have known great tragedy, and millennia have passed in cheerless silence. Should you land on a Sanctuary Isle, do not expect to find welcome.
Okay. I was hoping to find somebody to turn this quest into be honest. Upper floor. Someone has finished off a quick meal here. Through simple construction, the sink is clean and tidy. How superly unimportant. You don't feel like making the pixel art. Oh. Okay. I like your pixel art, though. I did. Whose room is this that I'm about to steal from? The Prince's Chambers. Well, you shouldn't have left it open like that. Can I not close the door? There we go. Close the door. I want this stuff. Storm Speaker's warning. My prince, I've warned Kamaku against calling rain over the outsider forts, but still she delights in rustling their weapons and muddying their soil, which tells me that someone must have put her up to this trickery. Someone she trusts. She admires you, my prince, but I say that she is a storm you cannot control. Honekaza will not thank you for prodding the eel's den. You've given enough faith to the trickster Ngati. Now take Amira's example and await the hatching of the egg. The turbulent skies speak of change and upheaval. I say let them come, but save your strength for the day the skies open. I have recommended that the Kamauka seek you out. There is a place for her in the fleet if you find yourself in need of Amira's sharpened beak. Cool. I'll keep his thing there. Ooh. You don't need that. Ooh, Quellers! An exceptional large shield. Ooh, that's good. For money. Let's make sure there's nothing else hidden. Guess not. Dang. That was a good place to go. I'm still surprised there's nobody I can really talk to finish that one quest that says to report to here. Right? Or was it to a different place? It was in Serpent's Crown, which is this area of town. See you?
Thank you again. The Harapo epic is in the right hands at last.
You're welcome. Where else can I go in here? I can go to the Tucano Estate. Always estate. We haven't gone to these estates yet, so let's go there. Let me in! Oh wow, hold on.
You see a lock, I see a personal invitation.
I don't know if we're supposed to go in here, we'll find out. I quick saved in case they arrest us or something.
I found my
Oh, War Dog.
I hope nobody saw that.
This one's for Keelan.
I kind of don't want to kill puppers. We'll wait to get invited in there. I like puppers. I miss my puppers.